Brought to you by the EveryDollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
So there's some discrepancies between how my husband and I think about finances. We've been married, it'll be 31 years next week. And just today, we were looking at some cash, and we were going to pay to have some work done. Anyway, he left me a note saying he left $1,300. He doesn't have any more. He'd have to go to the bank. And I know for a fact that there was $2,200 in an envelope. And so I know he lied. And I also had a discussion earlier with him about tithing, and the fact that that has not been something that is consistent with him, because he is in control of finances. And he said that he can't talk about the past, but he can just do better in the future. But I've heard that before because I've had this conversation about the tithing before. So how am I supposed to trust him with, the past history in tithing and the fact that, I believe he lied about the cash that was in the house?
I think we can agree on that. Did you confront him and say there was $2,200? Why is there 13? Where'd the $900 go?
No, he did say he left some to for some spending money, and he had set the money in a safe. But I have the code to the safe because he's, for your protection, if you need to get in here.
Sure.
To use.
And was there $900 in there?
Well, I looked the other day and it was the $2,200. And then I looked again today after I received that text about the $1,300, and I looked, and I didn't count it, but there was more. It was more than just some spending money. And
so
also,
you think he's clearly lying to you, and do you think there is something going on here, an addiction, an affair, that reason why he's withholding this information? The holidays are supposed to be joyful, but they can also be expensive, and that's why I love this. Boost Mobile helps you treat yourself and your wallet. Right now, you'll pay just $10 a month for your first 2 months. Then only $25 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. Forever. So stop stressing over your budget and start saving instead. Go to boostmobile.com/Ramsey and unwrap the savings today. That's boostmobile.com/Ramsey. Restrictions apply. See boostmobile.com/Ramsey for details. Do you think there is something going on here, an addiction, an affair, that reason why he's withholding this information?
No, I just think it's a controlling. I think it's a controlling thing. I don't understand
both.
it.
You can be controlling because you're trying to hide the vice or addiction.
Yeah,
and he doesn't want you to see it.
I don't think there is. I just don't understand. I just don't understand the deceit.
And if you bring it up with him, he just gets defensive and says, well, I'll just try to do better? Because that's not good enough.
That was regarding the tithing. And so he controls the accounts. I have access to them, and that's why I was able to.
So what do you mean by control?
He takes care of all the bills. He pays all of the bills. He always has. When we first got married, he had money saved. I did not, because I was a spender. I had no debt, but I had no savings.
So you relegated it to him to handle it.
Yeah, and he pretty much, based on the fact that he's a saver, kind of took over the
How much money do you guys have saved?
So right now, I know this won't be agreed upon, but we have a joint savings. There's like 35 in that joint.
35,000 or 100,000?
But we also inherited some money a few years back, and so between the money that we inherited, his tax deferred, my tax deferred, there's like 1.3 mil in there.
Okay.
And so I've even wanted to pay off the mortgage. There's only about 60 or 70,000 left on the mortgage.
And how old are you two?
And I'm 59. He's mid-60s.
Okay. How long has your marriage over these 31 years lacked communication and trust?
Oh, most of them.
Okay. That's what I was getting at. This has been going on a long time, which makes you an accomplice to the crime because you've been sitting back allowing it to happen to you.
Right.
And so there needs to be a come to Jesus meeting and some marriage counseling to go, we're not on the same page. We haven't been on the same page. We have money in spite of our lack of alignment, lack of values, lack of just transparency when it comes to money. You can say, I have access to the accounts, but we are not on the same page. And I want to know exactly where this money's going and what else is going on here in order to rebuild trust. And if he can't straight up tell you, if he starts to get nervous and defensive, that's a sign that this marriage has not been a marriage for a long time.
Oh,
it's been a transactional partnership.
Yes.
And that's going to be the sad truth that you have to face. Is that we sort of played house as two people who live together, but we are miles apart. Yep.
Yeah, it's just been, that has been difficult. I've asked, there's no budget to speak of. As long as the bills get paid, the credit card gets paid every month, then, we're doing good.
And the rest of the money disappears into wherever he wants it to go.
Yeah, but it's not really, it's only disappearing. It was, private school tuition, college. So
Kids are out of the house now?
They're all in their 20s, but 3 out of the 4 remain.
In the house?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think we need to have a come to Jesus to go, hey, we're in the last quarter here of this marriage. I want to make this great. It hasn't been great, and I want to know if you're on the same team. I think if you come at it attacking, he's just going to get defensive again. But if you come at it and say, listen, I haven't done a great job being involved, and that part's on me, but you have not done a great job communicating where our money's going, and it's left me wondering, is there something else going on? Why can't you be honest with me about where this cash is? Why is it all just smoke and mirrors and defense? And if he can't get there, you definitely need marriage counseling yesterday. I don't know that he's willing to go. Do you think he would do that?
That's been a struggle over the years, me always asking, and it's never helped, so why try it again?
You need to go solo then until he's on board. Would you go by yourself?
I am. I'm currently.
Okay, well, and what's come of that?
We're just getting into some of the stuff. So, I think I'm at a realization of really been unhappy for 20 years or more. And do I want to finish the last 20 of my life continuing to be unhappy? So that's kind of what's been rolling around in my head for the last few days, and especially after today.
Yeah. Well, it's going to take time and consistency and honesty and transparency, which means we're doing a budget every month. All our accounts are combined. There's no just loose cash, fluttering away every month. I don't know that he's willing to do that. And at that point, you're going to have to make a hard call. Do I want to continue down this route of misery and lack of trust, or do I need to just create my own last chapter of my life? I can't make that decision for you, but I hope that you guys come to a conclusion and you don't let this drag on for another 20 or 30 years. I'm so sorry, Janine.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.